In this video, I'm going to show you the easiest way to create vertical reels. If you're someone who struggles with camera settings or what shots to get or how to piece it together in the edit, well, I've shot over 120 of these reels just in the last 12 months, and they all follow the same template. And in this video, I'm going to break all that down. So I'm going to break this video into 3 separate sections, and section 1 is going to be what gear and camera settings I use. Section 2, we're going on location and actually getting the shots. And section 3 is how to edit it all together. So for this type of reel, the gear that you're going to need is your phone, and we'll talk about what phones provide acceptable video formats in a second. You'll also need a gimbal, and this one is the Zhiyun Smooth Q-3. This one runs about $80, and I'll put a link in the description. And if you're shooting an agent on camera, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It just depends on what the agent wants. Then you're going to also need a lavalier microphone. And I, right now, I'm using the DJI Mic 2. So I'm using an iPhone 16 Pro Max, but you definitely don't need to have that phone to shoot these. I was shooting these previously on an iPhone 14 Pro Max, and basically the settings that I use for my phone are standard profile, 4K at 60 frames a second. I think the earlier iPhones, even the iPhone 12, started offering 4K at 60 frames a second, but quite honestly, you could be shooting these at 1080, and these videos are going to end up going on Instagram, and no one's going to notice a difference between 1080 and 4K on their phones. And that's it. That's all you need to know regarding camera settings and gear. All right, I've got my files all loaded up in Final Cut. And so we've got a shot of the intro with the agent on camera, and then a shot that we use for the very end with the agent on camera, the call to action. And then we have our interior shots. And I'll show you the little behind the scenes of how I got those interior shots. So just a record, and then I just walk through into the living room, dining room, kitchen, and just through the entire house. So this bedroom, bathroom, bedroom. And then when I got to here, I did end up having to stop because I was going to run into the glass wall. And so anyway, so I just stopped it real quick, opened the door, and then came into this room and started again. And we'll show you how to edit those two things together and walk through here. And I did the same thing where I stopped it here and then came up in the backyard and did the final shot of walking through the backyard. And then at the end, I end up cutting back to the agent. So we'll see how all that comes together in the edits. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new project, and it's going to be vertical. And I'm going to make this 30 frames or 29.97 frames per second. And let's see. So we'll start with the agent right here, and I could see his talking right here. So that's probably where we're going to start the video.
Hey, Huntington Beach home buyers, are you guys looking for a turnkey home?
Okay. So it's interesting that a lot of these agents want to use these videos on Instagram, and they don't even want the music. I'll cut to music, and then when I end up sending it to them, they ask me to take the music out, so they just have them talking, and then they use trending music on Instagram, and that sort of helps with performance as well. So I think we'll do that in this edit, is we won't even use music because you don't need it for these kinds of videos.
Bases. Well, so this home is for you, so come check out your new home.
Okay, so then we go up to here, and I stop the camera, and then I sort of bounce around a little bit right there, so I don't want that in a shot. So I'm going to go right to here, and then I'm going to cut that. And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure, I'm going to click on this thing right here. It shows me how loud the audio is.
Beach home buyers, are you guys
which is very low, so I'm going to raise it up. I'm going to click over here into audio and bump it up and see if that works.
Hey, Huntington Beach home buyers, are you guys looking for a turnkey home? How about something that's located in a phenomenal family neighborhood in central Huntington Beach? Walking distance to a beautiful park, walking to shopping and dining, and you can ride your bike right to the beach. Does not get much better than that. How about a home that has a beautifully remodeled kitchen?
Okay, cool. I like that. The only problem is,
well, so
the audio is horrible. So what I'm going to do, and I won't bore you with, I'll just fast forward through this part, but basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up this audio, because that is one thing that will sort of help set you apart. If you know how to clean up audio, then it's a good thing. So what I'm doing here is I'm dropping the audio. I exported the audio file only, the MP3 file of the dialogue, and I'm dropping it in Adobe Speech Enhance. This is a paid service. I highly recommend it. It is very worth it. And this will definitely help to elevate your overall offering to your clients. And here's what it sounds like. I'm going to play the original.
Hey, Huntington Beach home buyers, are you guys looking for a turnkey home? How about some?
And then I'm going to play the enhanced version.
Hey, Huntington Beach home buyers, are you guys looking for a turnkey home? How about something that's located in a phenomenal?
This is the most insane AI tool for audio editing that I have come across. So I am dropping that into the edits. Make sure everything's lined up.
Hey, Huntington Beach home buyers, are you guys?
Perfect. So I'm just going to drop the original audio.
Hey, Huntington Beach home buyers, are you?
The only thing about Adobe Speech Enhance is that it actually does lower the volume, so you have to go back in and sort of bump up the volume again.
Hey, Huntington Beach home buyers, are you guys looking for a turnkey home? How about something that's located in a phenomenal family neighborhood in central Huntington Beach? Walking distance to a beautiful park? Well, if so, this home is for you, so come check out your new home.
All right, so from there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed ramp into the interior shots.
Come check out your new home.
And I'm going to probably start right here. So basically, I'm just going to let it go a little bit past his talking before I speed ramp.
So come check out your new home.
Right there. And then I'm going to hit Shift B, and that'll create a speed break. And then I'm going to go to fast. I'm just clicking on that little down arrow right there, clicking fast, and then hitting 20 times. And then I'm going to speed that up. This is the easing handles right here. So I'm going to ease that in a little bit. I'm going to zoom in, see if I can ease the other side.
So come check out your new home.
Cool. And then we're going to go into the next part. I'm going to bring this whole thing on the timeline. So now that I have this on the timeline, I'm going to start speed ramping. Hold on. Let me get rid of this thing real quick. Shift B. Cool. And then every time I do a speed ramp, I'm going to basically nest this or make a compound clip. So every time I do a speed ramp into a next part, if I just do it right here, like if I hit Shift B, then it sort of messes up the first speed ramp. So basically what I'm going to do so I don't mess up that speed ramp is I'm going to make a compound clip and then go to the next part that I want to speed ramp. Hit Shift B. Into the dining room. Shift B again. See what that looks like. Cool. Make it a compound clip. Basically, I'm just going to speed ramp from every single room. So somewhere like right there. Speed that section up. Oops, hold on. So basically, I'm just going into every single room. And once I get to the room, I'll speed ramp into the next room. So I've gotten to this room, it slows down. Now I want to speed it up to get into the next room. What? Oops, hold on. And so for this one, we're going to zoom into the next clip. So I'm going to stop it right there. I'm going to cut it off. And then I'm going to I'm not going to make another speed break. I'm just going to let it go to the very end. And then I'm going to put my next clip in there. So I'm going to hit Q to bring it on the timeline. Make sure that we're starting where we want to start. I'm going to delete this section. And I'm going to let it go to right there, I think is good. And we'll do this. So basically, this is zoomed through to this shot. So you can't even tell that it's actually going into that next room. You can't really tell there's a cut there. And then at the end, what we're going to do is we're going to add some extra little effects into it, like whoosh sounds and also some motion blur. And that really also helps sell it as well. We're going to do the same thing for the last shot here. Okay, so that's good for that. And then we're going to speed ramp into this. Okay. I mean, I feel like this is a part that you could slow down right here to show the grass, but like, I don't know. I don't think it's like all that great. So I'm just going to speed past it. If you get bad shots, if you're doing walkthrough videos like this and you get like a bad section where like maybe you got caught in the mirror or, you know, you just don't like that area, if you speed it up even faster, no one's even going to see it. And I'll show you that right now. So let's make this even faster so that you don't even see it. Yeah. And I'm going to drag these handles out. That might be a little bit too fast. I'm going to bring that down to like 8,000. Yeah, let's go. And then we're going to add the agent outro. And so I won't go through the same thing of, you know, putting this through Adobe Speech Enhance. You know, I would for this because I'm hearing some echo in the room. But I'm just going to let it go for this, for the sake of this video.
All right, what do you guys think of my newest listing? 7681 Quebec Drive in Huntington Beach. 3-bedroom.
So the last two things that I would do to this are that I would add, let's see, motion blur and whooshes. So for motion blur, I actually use Revision Effects Real Smart Motion Blur. I think it costs about $100. Ryan Nangle offers a motion blur, and I believe it's free. So I will put a link to that as well. I think it works probably just as good. And the last thing I would add is a whoosh sound effect. So I actually have this as a free sound effect pack. If you're interested in getting that, you can click on the link in the description and you can download that for free. So let's see what that looks like in a final render.
Hey, Huntington Beach home buyers, are you guys looking for a turnkey home? How about something that's located in a phenomenal family neighborhood in central Huntington Beach? Walking distance to a beautiful park, walking to shopping and dining, and you can ride your bike right to the beach. It does not get much better than that. How about a home that has a beautifully remodeled kitchen, updated finishes, updated bathrooms, and great outdoor entertaining spaces? Well, if so, this home is for you, so come check out your new home. All right, what do you guys think of my newest listing? 7681 Quebec Drive in Huntington Beach. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and beautifully remodeled in the great family neighborhood. Walking distance to a beautiful park, shopping, dining, and ride your bike down to the beach. And I mean, look at these finishes. Look at this beautiful kitchen behind me. Does not get much better than this. If you're interested, you know what to do. I'm Jamie with L3. Hit me up.
Now, if you're someone who is looking to have a more broad range of products and service offerings, you definitely will want to know how to shoot a full listing video with things like drone shots and detail shots. And for that, you're definitely going to want to watch this video right here.